Hey folks, Grant Estrad here. It's a beautiful day in Louisiana, fall Louisiana. Anyway, and I am fueling up the Bobcat right now. I'm gonna do a quick video while I do this. I just wanted to do a real-time video. I just had a customer who is coming to get garden soil from us. We're in the composting garden soil business. We've been doing that for 18 years, much longer than the farm business, which we've been doing for about 8 years. And look, he's spending, he's scheduled to spend $300 tomorrow morning. And he is getting into pigs, and he wanted to know if I could show him around the pig part of our operation. We're small scale, farrow to finish here. And then he even went on to say that he was a retired coach, lifetime teacher. He's in his retirement and he's kind of getting into homesteading, and that did pull at my heartstrings a little bit, because I kind of wanted to do a public servant, public teacher, a solid, and help the guy out. But I have plans tomorrow, and I've made plans, and it would mess up my plans. And I gave him a polite no. I simply said, look, I really appreciate where you're coming from. That's great that you're getting into this stuff. And I was just like, I do charge for showing people around, specific parts of our operation. I charge $80 an hour. You're welcome to schedule something. And I said, look, I'd love to show you around, but the simple fact of the matter is I can't explain anything in 15, 20 minutes. It's going to end up turning into an hour or 2 hour kind of a deal. And then by the time I spend an hour with the guy, and I would have a great time doing it. I love talking about this stuff. I absolutely love talking about it. I love sharing. I love having people come up to the farm. But it would cannibalize on my profit of what he was coming here for. So he's coming here for our raised bed mix garden soil. But if he, spent an hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours here with me talking about, hey, this is a fence energizer, and this is hot fence, and these are the breeds of pigs that we have, and this is how we do it, and this is like why we do it. By the time I do that whole deal, it would have cannibalized away from all of our profit from the original sale. And so it just wasn't worth it. So for all of you who are faced with folks say, hey, while I'm over there, can I check this out? Hey, is this going to take 10, 15 minutes? Nothing takes 10 or 15 minutes. So whenever you hear somebody say, oh, it's going to take 5 minutes, it's going to take 10 minutes, it's going to take 15 minutes, 5 minutes is 15 minutes, 15 minutes is 45 minutes, 20 minutes is an hour. It's just the way that it happens. So when you're being asked something like that, your self-talk, your inner voice says, man, I really want to hang out with you. You sound like a really cool guy, and I want to win you over as a customer. This was the first time customer. I've never talked with him before. I intuitively really wanted to say, absolutely, I'd love to show you around, but I had to have that self-discipline. So it takes practice, and it takes discipline to say no to folks. And it's not being rude. You can very politely say no. So my challenge for everybody is to, as you're going through the week and you're being asked to do things that you really don't have time for, you really need to focus on other things. You have priorities, you have plans to do things. You have to stick by your guns, and you have to practice the polite no. That is a vital skill. So I want everybody to practice that this week. If you do it, if you have a moment, real life, in the real life lab out there, experiment with it, share your experience. Maybe somebody else will benefit from it. And for those of you who are listening to this, and then you feel like, hey, Grant, you should have given this guy your time and all this kind of stuff. I hear you. I understand where you're coming from. It's just that we have so little time in the week during the workday we really need to focus on this. It's very, very important. So everybody have a fantastic day. I hope everybody's having good fall weather. Hope everybody is doing what they need to do, and have a good one.